Today we want to look at our final part of our statistics final project. And while really there's multiple parts, we want to talk about all of these. So as we go through these instructions here, you'll notice, maybe once again, I'll mention the numbers on the side start at 2, because these numbers represent the slides you should have in your PowerPoint. What you need to turn in by Friday, so you have all week to work on this, is a PowerPoint presentation with all of this information. Now, because of our current situation, I am not going to make you actually present your research and your project. All I'm going to make you do is turn in your Google Slides on Classroom instead of actually having to present this. So, slide number 1. It's not on here. If you want to think about it, slide number 1 is just a title slide. So something, your name, what your title of your project is. That's slide 1. Slide number 2, you've already done this. You found 2 statistics or claims. All I want in your PowerPoint is what was the one that I used for your survey. So that's all I want. That's all I want. You don't have to worry about the other ones. Say what it was and say where you found it. The third slide, you're going to collect your data and then list what was your H sub O and your H sub A. How you found your H sub O and your H sub A, and what you thought they were. What do you want to test? Our survey, we did that. So for number 4, I want you to include in the number 4, like, what were your questions? What question did you ask? So that's your 4th slide. Your 5th slide is a graph. What that graph is up to you. Many of you have done pie charts or bar charts, whatever you want to do, some graph of your data. Now, from what we turned in last week, you've done some of this already. 1 slide, slide number 6, should state the statistics and the summary of your data. For many of you, that is X, N, and P hat. I want you to try to put P hat into your PowerPoint. If you go just Google how to put P hat into Google Docs or Google Sheets, you can find a video that shows you how to do that. Construct a confidence interval. Most of you did that last week. Write a sentence interpreting that confidence interval and the contents of the situation in your project. So slide 7 is that. Slide 8, you want to do a hypothesis test. So at the 0.05 level significance, and determine, thinking back to hypothesis test, some things you need to have on slide 8 is, what is your p-value? Do you reject or fail to reject? Is all that should be on slide 8. On slide 9 is your conclusion about the article. So this is the sentence that we write, as it says here, for non-statisticians. Say there is not enough evidence to support whatever your claim is that you think. And then your final slide, slide number 10, compare the results of your article and explain the differences. So if it works out that your statistics match from what you found, great, just say that. If it's different, just explain why you think it may be different. For example, the statistic that I tested was 83% of teens have iPhones. When we looked at our survey, it was a much higher percentage than what that answer was. So why is that different? 1, we surveyed pretty much juniors and seniors maybe, and I'm just kind of hypothesizing here myself on what the reasons would be. We tested juniors and seniors. Maybe teenagers that are younger, the middle school freshman age, are more likely to have an Android or something else because they don't get as nice of a phone for their first cell phone. Maybe that's a reason. Maybe we live in an area in Ohio where we live where Apple is just very popular for whatever reason, and other places of the country are not like that. What I want you to do is come up with 1 or 2 reasons why you have a difference from the article that you found. And that could be a lot of different things based on whether your survey was just about adults, whether it was teenagers, whether it was something that was more urban, whether it was something that's more conservative, lots of different reasons to come up with why your things are different. So that is what our final project should be. It's going to be a Google Slides. There should be 10 slides laid out here on what should be on each of those slides. If you have questions, please ask me, send me an email, send me a message through Google Classroom throughout the week, and I will try to help you to answer this so you can get this submitted by Friday, May 1st.